Hello, people of the interwebs. Today, we're going to be making a creamy and amazing Cajun broccoli cheese soup with crawfish tails. I'm Chef Cash White, and I'm here today because God has delivered me from my circumstances and put me in a place where I can share my love of food with you. Today, I'm going to be sharing one of my favorite soup recipes of all time. It's a Cajun broccoli cheese soup, and it's got crawfish tails, which everybody loves. Let's get started cooking. Come on over this way. So we're going to start by putting our fire on a medium-high heat, and the idea is we're actually going to build a roux. I'm going to start with a ½ pound of butter, which is 2 sticks, and I'm going to let that melt on down. Well, while we watch the butter melt, why don't y'all, in the comments right now, while you're watching this, scroll down in the comments, write down your favorite recipe so far. Let me know which one's y'all's favorite, and it'll help me decide on which recipes to do in the future. All right, we got this butter all melted down. So what we're gonna do now, we wanna make sure we have equal parts butter and flour to build this roux. We're gonna build what's called a blonde roux, which means we're not gonna cook it past the point where it gets dark. I'm gonna add a ½ pound of flour, slowly, and you whisk it right in. All right, we got that really good texture. See how it's bubbling up real nice like that? It's cooking. You gotta keep it moving or you might lose it. You might burn it. You don't want it to burn to the bottom. Now that we have that roux nice and thick, I'm gonna add 2 cups of heavy cream and keep it moving, keep whisking. And that roux is gonna cook in with that cream and make it nice and thick. Next thing I'm gonna add is a ½ gallon of whole milk. So 1/2 of a whole is a half. So we have a half. I was never really good at fractions anyways. Now, we're gonna continue to whisk. So we have the base of our soup all built up. We're gonna let it warm up for just a minute until we can't touch the sides anymore. I'm just kidding, don't try that at home. Right now it's just warm milk, butter, and flour. It smells like the heartland of America. Fields of grain and cows grazing. So as we stand here, let's practice our monologues from college. Anybody remember any of those? No, I don't either. Liar. Let's add, so if you guys know what kind of cheese this is a very gelatinous squishy cheese made by a company that starts with a V and ends with an Velveeta. It's actually a wonderful product for a couple of different things, making dips, and in broccoli cheese soup, it really adds the color and the texture that you want. Don't dump it all in at once, you'll end up with milk butter flour all over the place. So we've got the Velveeta in there, and I'm gonna add 1 pound of extra sharp cheddar. We're gonna stir it with this guy. The reason we're just gonna stir it is we want it to melt in the soup, not on the bottom of the pan. So just give it a little once through every once in a while. Did I ever do my Spanish radio voice? No, I mean, you know, you spend a lot of time cooking in kitchens, and a lot of the times the radio stations turn to the Spanish station, and you hear that one guy over and over and over. You're back there, you know, chopping veggies or making pasta or whatever, and you hear that guy over and over go, Un 07.9, que buena radio para todas las personas in Dallas-Fort Worth. All right, we're getting there. We have our cheese melted, and it's getting nice and creamy. Now we're gonna add 3 heads of broccoli that I've chopped up. If you notice, they're kind of bigger pieces, right? Once they cook, they're actually gonna break up. And add them just like you did the cheese, slowly, so you don't splash everything everywhere. Oh, it's turning into broccoli cheese soup. So this is, these are our crawfish tails. I actually bought these already packaged and cleaned. If you wanna cook your own crawfish, go right ahead, but that's gonna take you quite a bit of crawfish to get that much meat. Now, we gonna cook it. Was that Cajun? Need to go back to South Louisiana and practice on my talking. All right, let's cook this bad boy. This is when the magic of editing kicks in. It goes doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo, and it all moves really fast, and it shows me pick up the spoon and stir it, but I stir it like 10 times faster, and that's normally how it's supposed to go. All right, so now that we've got our cheese all melted and our broccoli incorporated and heated up and cooked, you can actually look and tell that the broccoli is getting done by the color of it. It's a darker, deeper green on these little florets, so you know that the broccoli has been cooked. So we're at a point now where we need to start seasoning. We're gonna start off with ½ of a tablespoon of kosher salt, ½ of a tablespoon of granulated garlic, half of a tablespoon of oregano, and half of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. So I'm also gonna add a half of a teaspoon of fresh cracked black pepper. Man, that's good. I'm gonna add a little bit more black pepper in here, probably another half teaspoon. So we're probably up to about a full teaspoon of black pepper. And that cheese added a saltiness, so we don't need to add any more salt. And I'm gonna add a little bit more of the oregano. And then I'm gonna let this stuff simmer on this for a little while, let all those flavors really grow together. Make sure you keep stirring it, because if anything sticks to the bottom, it'll burn, and then the whole pot of soup will be ruined. It'll taste like burnt flour, which is not a pleasant taste. All right, let's give it another taste, just because I'm getting hungry. Yeah. Oh, that is ridiculous. Best soup ever. If I could make clothes out of a soup, I'd make a shirt and I'd wear it all around, and it'd be really cool. But hopefully it wouldn't rain on my soup shirt. Then that'd just be messy. All right, guys, our soup is ready. We're gonna pull this bad boy over here so you can take a look at it. It is delicious. Oh my goodness, look at that. See how thick and creamy it is? Got those big chunks of broccoli florets in it. Those crawfish tails in there. Top it with a quick sprinkle of paprika, just for some color. There we go. Guys, this is our Cajun broccoli cheese soup with crawfish tails. Amazing. If y'all like what we're doing here on Chef Cash White, please do me a favor, click subscribe down below, leave some comments, let us know what we're doing right, what you want to see next. Guys, and also remember, the most important thing that we do here is to remind you every day to keep the faith, enjoy the food. Love you guys. Good night. Oh, hello people of the interwebs. That was weird. Pretty. That's an action shot. In the industry, they call that B-roll.